Hi Internet, welcome to a Friday edition of Stop and Think, the Puzzle Channel. I'm your host, John Appleseed, and let's do a Friday Los Angeles Times crossword puzzle posted on June 20th, 2025. The constructor is Jeremy Venook. The editor is Patty Verrill, and let's get into the puzzle. One across is recklessly hasty. Don't know that. One down, Indian Royals. Could be Ranis and rash, maybe, for recklessly hasty. Ranis is a crossword answer that shows up a lot. 14 across, fundamentals could be the ABCs. Oops, don't know how I switched to the downs there. 17 across, person who's always available to help. Don't know. 2 down, call off as a mission, to abort a mission. 3 down, cry at the beginning of summer break. Maybe school's out. That fits. 20 across, queer platonic orientation, casually. Oh, maybe that's aromantic. And it could be Rajas instead of Ranis for the Indian Royals. Is this like Johnny on the spot, something like that for 17 across? Person who's always available to help. 4 down, sales channel. That's the home shopping network, HSN. 24 across is stone-faced, stoic or stolid. Might fit. I was thrown by that word recently in a recent puzzle. 25 down, targets of insecticidal shampoo, maybe lice. 18 down, speak hoarsely. To neigh would be how a horse vocalizes. 21 across, lets up, eases. 5 down, capital of Saudi Arabia, that's Riyadh. 5 across, site that calls itself the heart of the internet. Don't know that. 15 across, declaration from a sure-handed player. I'm all in, or something like that. I like Johnny on the spot. Doesn't quite fit. 6 across, Greek matchmaker. Is that Eros, the Greek name for Cupid, the god of love? 7 down, great blank. Great lake. 8 down, Morse taps. Dits or das are the dots and dashes of Morse code. 9 down, or so-ish. Could be a synonym for or so. 10 down, waivers. To flag in your resolve somehow. Don't know. Reddit, is that the heart of the internet? I could believe that. I raise. If you have a sure hand, you might raise in poker. Maybe it's Johnny on the, and then spot continues somewhere else. Great Dane is a breed of dog for 7 down. Let's try dits for 8 down rather than daws. Waivers could be teeters. Where does spot go? 11 across is filmmaker Lee, that's Ang Lee. 16 across, blank shoe pork, boo shoe pork. 19 across, total, all maybe, or some. 22 across, narratives are tales, stories. International lawyer Clooney, Amal Clooney. 12 down, lymph node. And 13 across, deities are gods. The gods were laughing high above. One of them gave a little shove, and I fell gaily, gladly, madly into love. So I think total is to add, to do addition. Gods for deities, node for lymph node, tails. 26 across, blank and haw, that's hem and haw. Oh, and I skipped over 23 down. A tell-all session on Reddit could be an Ask Me Anything, an AMA. Hem and haw. 26 down, contained. Held, yes. Theater employee who follows the stars closely. The spotlight person, the light operator. So I assume 17 across and 27 across are both part of the same theme. Is it Johnny on the spotlight operator? So we remove the word spot from the phrase Johnny on the spot and make it Johnny on the. We remove the word spot from the first part of 27 across. Spotlight operator becomes light operator. Let's see how that plays out. 34 across. The Garden of Earthly Delights painter, Hieronymus Bosch. I always have trouble pronouncing his name. 34 down. Ideal option for the indecisive. Both. I'll just take both. Then I don't have to decide. 35 down. Other in Oaxaca. Could be otro or otra, depending on what we're talking about. Missouri River native is an Oto. 41 across. Hilton-owned hotel chain. Yeah, True is a hotel chain. 44 across. Portable Wi-Fi source is a hotspot. Let's try otro. So we've got hot. And then maybe we leave spot out. What else? A hotspot. What? 36 across. Range between Europe and Asia. That's the Urals. 37 across. Messenger molecule. RNA or DNA. Isn't it usually messenger RNA? 31 down is end of the line. Terminus, but yeah, I like an R better than a D there. 32 down, I'm buying. On me, operator. Yeah, I spelled that wrong. That's on me. 33 down, performs like Ice Spice. I think she raps. 40 across, stay out all night. To camp is to sleep outdoors, okay. 43 across, backs away. I'm not sure. 39 across, Coke or Pepsi. With a D ending. Contained, held, yeah, I like that. 28 down, shrouded locale. Okay, the Shroud of Turin is a holy relic for the Catholic Church, so I guess that's where the shroud is. 29 down, speechify, orate, to give a speech. 30 down, lose one's cool. Panic. Coke and Pepsi could be brands. Let's try panic for 30 down. 42 across, Tortugas country. I think Tortugas in Haiti. 39 down, rely on it. Rely on. To bank on. You can bank on it. 42 down, some saints. Not sure about that. Holy something. Maybe this is a hotspot connection, but we're leaving out the word spot. I-O-N. Oh, I need to sneeze. One moment. And we're back. Bless me. So 44 across, I think it's hotspot connection, but we are removing the word spot. 45 down, corporate VIP. Could be a CEO. 47 across, large deer. Let's try elk for that. Is an elk and a deer the same species? I don't know. I'll allow it. 43 down, record half. Side A or side B. D and E there. And this, we don't know what it is. A or B. Backs away from, to. Backing away from trying to figure it out. I don't know what it is. 40 down, parasite star, Wushik. I've seen this name in puzzles before. I don't remember what it is. Is this a train? Something. You can shy away from something, to back away from it. Chow or Choi, Wushik. 48 across, defiant confirmation. I do too, maybe. 51 across, lure. 58 across, mind material. That's probably ore. 62 across, the Brewers in box scores. The Milwaukee Brewers would appear as MIL on scoreboards or box scores on baseball team. 65 across, long fish with no pelvic fins. Probably an eel. Common mosque feature is a dome for 51 down. 52 down, shallowest Great Lake. I guess that's Lake Erie. 53 down, nucleus holder. Cells have nuclei, don't they? And lure could be decoy. So maybe this is holy men for some saints. There are also female saints, of course. 60 down. Equikin. So a prefix meaning something like equa referring to horses or to equal. So I think the Greek equivalent would be iso, like an isothermic layer. The same temperature all along the line is what that means. So I think that's right. 54 down, Italian bubbly. Is that asti? I think maybe. 54 across, gala for 1, like a big party. Or an apple. Gala is my favorite kind of apple. 55 down, unpaid TV ads or public service announcements, PSAs. Invisible pollution. Noises. Noise pollution would be made up of noises, I guess. Okay, and that's invisible. You can't see it. 56 down, Mets slugger Alonso. That's Pete Alonso. Real estate for 63 across. 46 down, symbols indicating similarity in geometry. Not sure about that. 48 across, defiant confirmation. I do too. 49 down is sportscast tech. Slow-mo, maybe. 50 down, over and over. 57 across, Sprite could be an elf. I bet 59 across is going to be missed a spot. Yes, comment to a less than thorough cleaner or an app title for this puzzle. We're leaving the word spot out of our themed answers, so we missed a spot in each of them. Oh, tildes indicate similarity in geometry. Okay. I do a train depot for end of the line. Confirmation. Oh, I did it? I did it. Right, I did so. That fits with slow-mo for 49 down. Over and over, often. Poets often use many words to say a simple thing. It takes thought and time and rhyme to make a poem sing. So I think pronoun option is she. 64 across, home for your browser button. Eton is a school in the UK where many British prime ministers went, I imagine. So I think E finishes the puzzle. There we go, just under 12 minutes for Friday, not bad. It took a minute. I knew this was going to be Johnny on the spot pretty early. I couldn't figure out exactly how the theme worked until I got light operator. And, well, it could be spotlight operator. And then I began to think about what if something's going on with the word spot. And that turned out to help me figure out 44 across. I knew it might begin with hotspot, something you connect your Wi-Fi to, and then missed a spot. Once I saw this MISS beginning, I figured that was going to be our answer, and it turned out to be correct. So do we have any... I wanted Great Lake for 7 down, and then we had an actual Great Lake as a clue for 52 down. Otro and otra, we knew this was going to be hot, so we didn't have to worry about that. I need to look up the difference between RNA and DNA because they show up in the puzzle. I just usually leave it blank and then figure out from the crossings which one it is. But I think for my own, personal improvement, enrichment, I should know the difference between RNA and DNA. So I will look that up. All right, that was a fun puzzle. I enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching. Please come back, and I will see you for the next puzzle.